Hey, what's up? I just noticed my camera is a little, I don't know what it is. If it's the light kind of reflecting in my camera weird or uh, or what, but I'll worry about that in a minute. So I just wanted to turn this on once again. I'm not quite prepared, like usual. Um, I just kind of go for it. So that's kind of the way I roll. Um, I can, set some stuff up, or I can just kind of freestyle some stuff. And I do a lot of freestyling. I think I got a little bit of light, like right here, coming across the screen. What's up? What's up, everyone? Or one, one becomes many. um, I'm sitting here waiting on the trolls to come trolling. Man, you should hang out for a minute if you can because it got pretty interesting last night. Um, and I don't know if you're on here when I just went ahead and tried to add you as like a moderator because then you can just kind of hide dumbass comments. Um, so that helps because sometimes I can't like hit the screen and if someone's in here saying some random dumb shit, you can just like you can fuck with them. So yeah, just whenever for sure, and and it's all good because obviously we've known each other forever, so I trust you with that. Perfect example. Some dumbass dude was in here last night, and I don't think you were. And he was like, "You need to add me as a moderator." And I was like, "Oh yeah. We'll get right to that." And then he just started in on the dumbass comments, So it's like, I guess maybe I look stupid, Maybe I look a little dumb, but I'm not. So I'm actually pretty smart. So I think you deal with a lot of children uh, that come through these things, and you can just get rid of them. But I was I was talking to someone last night about man. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I was saying to this kid before I kicked him out. I remember when I was like 13. You remember that? You get in those chat rooms and you just run your mouth. But so I've done that. But this is a little different. It's someone's like live uh, you know, I'm cooking food over in the next room. Cooking up chicken, chilling in my kitchen. So I need to go check on that. But I'm gonna take this long for the ride. But I was telling this dude last night that you remember when we went to the gathering and you snuck in the trunk of my car. Do you remember that? We fucking went all the way over there and we couldn't like park. So you got in the trunk and fucking rolled you through the gate. Snuck your ass in there. It's been a while ago, but I was thinking about that just the other day. That shit was hilarious. You was like yelling, and like banging on the trunk and shit. And then when we finally parked, we just popped right up out of there. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I kind of remember you from the other day. Yeah, I'm just Chef Boyar B here. But yeah, I'm fucking don't know if I can say that. Getting down on a little bit of whatever you call this. It's a mix. But yeah, that was pretty sweet. And you're definitely the only person I ever snuck into a music festival in the trunk of my car. You might be the only person in a, you know, that we know that's done that. Shit was hilarious. And that was a good time. Oh, moving that a little fast. See, this is like my daughter's room. I kind of chilling here. I'm gonna let that simmer there for a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna hook up. Yeah, if I have tortillas, I was actually thinking I'm just gonna use lettuce wraps. Yeah, I was on here the other day, not really taking requests, and I accidentally like had my guitar because I was like I was recording this song. So I was recording a song that I guess I wrote and just kind of come out of my head, and everybody was like, play this and that. And the crazy thing about guitar is you got to know the song. You know, you can't just play. My guitar inventory is like Bob Dylan, some John Prine, you know, Johnny Cash. No, Taylor Swift, probably not. She might not even write her own song, so maybe I'm a level above her because my shit just comes up off the top of my brain. No. Sometimes I just hit record and see what happens. But no, I fancy myself as someone who can at least put some shit together. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't really know if I compare myself to anyone, really. Just doing what I do, the way I've always done it. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill here for a minute and go check the shit, go check the food. But I actually got out of messing with songs, and I was telling this girl or somebody last night, like I got robbed back when I lived in another spot. I don't even know what that shit means, but you see that a lot. 6-7 or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that probably hit the wraps up. But there was you see that in a lot of live chats. Is that some kind of new, I don't know, 187 187? I don't know exactly what that means, but I don't keep up with too much current affairs. So maybe if someone could let me know what that means. I mean, obviously I know what the other one means, but I'm not quite like a maybe when I was younger. Maybe when I was younger I was like into the sexual thinking, but I'm not really. I don't know. I thought he was like maybe a dude or a chick, but we're wondering. Do you speak English like fluently? Because I just kind of wanted to let you know that in America, if that's where you're from, we don't call males cuties. 2-8. What? Hang on, we're getting weird messages here, weird messages there. Yeah, check that out for me. But Nah, man, I'm from the U.S. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. 7? What the fuck? Anyway, um, so getting weird messages left and right. Damn. I'm not sure if that was a real person or a bot over there. What's up, Clint? What's up, man? Hey, I was just telling Solly here, if you hang for a minute, it might get interesting. I think it already was, but I'm gonna go back in here and check the food. Hey Jesse, what's going on? Um, I'm just gonna finish this up, and then I'll kind of be more setting stationary. But I'm kind of finishing up some food here. But yeah, we're all in it together, buddy. I was just wasn't sure if you were from, from the States here or, and it's all good. I don't really care if you don't speak English the best. I talk to people every day that don't speak English. I don't really know if the person was trying to be nice or what, but it does make you feel a little weird when a guy calls you cute. You know what I'm saying? but but I get that. What's up? Hey Clint, fucking yeah, I'm just gonna let that chill. But like I said, somebody was in here yesterday, uh, being all weird on the like cute, beautiful tip, and I get it, I guess, whatever. But damn, man, it's a little funny. Just to throw that out there. I don't even go into females live chats and call them beautiful because I think like it might make them a little uncomfortable. Even though I'm a guy and they're obviously into guys, I still don't do that. At first, anyway. Might want to get to know somebody. Yeah, like the first message you ever sent to someone, "You're beautiful." Yeah, yeah. Say, but anyway, I'll just take care of this one because um, just completely knock you the fuck out. All right. But yeah, people are pretty weird. Hey, what's up, man? I can't remember if yeah, some people just don't get it. But that's why I added you, Solly, because you get some like 16-year-old kids that come in here and they just kind of like, think they can wander like a child, a child entering a room. Yeah, I don't mind them, but they're definitely not gonna hang, because people come in here and actually have normal stuff to say. So we're just gonna leave the chat for the normal people that have a normal thoughts in their brain. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right for sure. People just hate, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I can, sometimes it's hard to follow because you'll get some dumbass in here, and then it like throws you off of comments that you're trying to follow. Like, yeah, I think I seen someone's from Scotland. Someone like that probably be cool to talk to, but you get all sidetracked. So, I mean, people come in here from all over. So, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to remember you. Um, Mini Gaming. You've been in here before, I think. I mean, Breaking Bad. Everyone says that. Do I look like that, dude? Maybe I do. I don't know. 3 pizza favorites. Hey, Susie. Didn't you ask me that the other day? Maybe it was someone else, but I remember you. 3 pizza favorites. Taco pizza. And oh yeah, I still work. Shit. I'll probably be working the rest of my life. Yeah, this yeah, that's cool. I mean, I remember seeing you in here, and I appreciate people that come back through on the regular because it helps it helps with the flow of the conversation. And hey Jesse, I don't know if you're in here, but I remember I was gonna check your channel out because I think you said you like do some stuff with the guitar, but I forgot your channel name. Unless it's just your at right here. I'll have to check it out. But I was wanting to check, remember to check your channel. I looked it up and I just forgot it. Anyway. Yeah, right on. For sure. Like I was telling someone a minute ago, I here lately I've just had a few songs like pop up in my head. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. I'll be on here for a little bit, sending trolls back under the bridge. And chilling. So you never know who's going to come through, though. Sometimes I'm surprised who comes through here. Hey, what's up? Like I just was speaking of. What's up, Donna? I was checking my messages there. What are you up to? But yeah, no, I'm not ignoring you. Oh, your age. Okay. See, that's what I was saying. See, I'm thinking 4-0. Big 4-0. I didn't feel like I was 40 until I got hit by a car out here. But I think there's a lot of like young, dumbass, like gay guys out here on YouTube, and that's cool. I'm not knocking on anyone. Yeah, say Clint, I don't think you've been in here in a while. And I think when you were in here, it was like my first few times, and not many people come through. But I think now like my live kind of circulates a little bit, so you just get ignorant kids and you just kind of block them. But Donna was in here last night, and there was this kind of cool kid. He was like the cool kid, He was like 16, and he had his own little photography shit he does. Yeah. See, that was cool, But yeah, I mean, I'm still going to the doctor and stuff over it. Like sitting right here, I'm in pain, but I didn't get hospitalized. So I noticed when I tell people that at work, like I was in a car accident, I need to like rest a little bit. They don't understand anything you're saying. They just look at you like so you're not gonna cut my hair right now. It's like I deal with people a lot, so you see the good and the bad. Some people don't understand a damn thing. But then a lot of people do, and I'm glad you're starting to see normal, people in the chat. So yeah, Donna, it kind of fluctuates like at times. And I'm noticing there's more like regular people like that, like Jesse. Yeah, for sure. Or there's some people that I've noticed 4 or 5 that's come through here that I just know, No, you don't want to grow up faster for sure. That's for sure. Hell, I've probably known, like Clinton, everyone since I was younger than you. You don't want to grow up any faster than you're going to. Just leave it at that. I mean, I'm cool with whoever. Like, it's I know younger people come through. No, I mean, it's the way I look at that is, yeah, I'm not planning on getting to know them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think they're a female or anything like that. So, I mean, it's kind of like public, I cut, just saying this because I do. I mean, I cut children's hair. You cut their hair and they go. Oh, yeah, I haven't really checked that out. I think they're just young. Yeah, I remember you, Susie, like checking it out the other day. And now, did you say you're from like the UK or something? But that's why I mentioned that, Clint. I remember when like we were younger. Hell, I remember when I was like 15. I hung out with people that were several years older than me. You know, like I probably didn't completely vibe the same way because of the age difference. But I mean, I'm not right on. Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about getting old, Donna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're a male or a female or whatever, but yeah. Um, but it's all what worry about. It's all yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Not too much older than me. Yeah. So I was just talking about like other people, but um I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a little weird at times when you do know someone's age and then they're acting like more perverted in their head than like you or I would act at our age. Because I don't even like think about other people. Yeah, I was gonna say Donna's damn near 30, so we at least know that. So she's cool. Um, but trying to move out of DC, right? Eventually, and I hope it works out. Oh, 4 a.m. Damn. So you must be from somewhere across the pond, they say. Hey, I said it in a good way, because someone told me when I was like 29, 30, that your 30s are the best years of your life. And I mean, they could be, but They weren't really the best years of my life, but maybe my 40s are going to be. Hey, right on, Jesse, and I'll check that out because I was trying to say, and I forgot you're in here. Um, I've been going through some songs that I've been trying to write and not necessarily write, but get them down a little better. So maybe we can do something eventually. But appreciate you coming through. My channel, it's about really, I originally started this channel to go live at my barbershop. But I decided, like, if I want to try to get subscribers and actually reach some goals that I'm trying to get to, I'm just going to go live sometimes when I'm at home. And I appreciate everyone that comes through because really my goal is to build up subscribers so I can help other people. That is the goal. And it's definitely an obtainable goal. I'd rather be able to give back to like charities or like doing some cancer research. I actually have a cousin that's going through a pretty crappy time right now with some brain tumor stuff. So just things like that. I'm getting ready to start actually some therapy and all that. I'm still been going through the doctors and you know, I'll be starting that out. So it kind of sucks. Like sitting here right now, I got to kind of get up. So I'm moving here for a minute. And when I take, you know, my mic off, I don't know if I can be heard as well. But I'll just hook it back up in a minute. I was like cooking, and I think this is done. Yeah, I'm gonna start some physical therapy here soon. Hey, thanks. I just threw some stuff together, like tomatoes and onions and mushrooms and peppers. So I think I was gonna get like a lettuce wrap real quick. The hell? I need to clean that up. But sorry if I'm moving a little fast around here. I don't really have every light in the house on type of deal. But I just kind of, I try to eat a little bit better than I used to, really. I'm just gonna roll this in here. Be like rolling a cigar. So again, I kind of apologize for rolling that around too fast. Just set this back here real quick. But yeah, I've only ate not much. Aldi? Yeah, there's Aldi around here. A lot of people go to Aldi I'll plug this back in. I usually go to like Kroger. But yeah, there's a lot of rich, fancy food markets as well. And I guarantee where you're at, that's like the norm, you know. Those rich ass places. I gotta stand up real quick and get this right. Sorry about that. And try to adjust this, but I don't go to Aldi's a whole lot. Hey, what's up, man? But I probably would if I was out there, you know, where you're at, because things are expensive. Sorry, I haven't ate today, but yeah, I'm trying to remember. Has it been a couple weeks? There are a lot of people that come through that I remember, and like I was telling this dude earlier, and maybe they were making some weird comments, but like just as long as you're not being completely crazy, I usually try not to, you know, kick you out. I'm really just trying to get my subscribers up so I can eventually, you know, give back to people. So that is like my main channel goal. I do go live a lot, like you said, you remember, from my barbershop. But I kind of realized, definitely that'd be a way to do that. I kind of realized, you know, I'd like to try to just pick up some subscribers that are going to like hang around. And so I try to go live a little bit more, you know, just to let people know and see that trying to be a better person, you know, a more positive person, and really the goal is to give back to people in the end. yeah. Say that's probably what they do with that holy water. They boil the hell out of it and sprinkle in some incense and all that. Some myrrh. What is that stuff? Frankincense. Biblical stuff. Hey Donna, I thought that was you. I tried to remember, you know, your name. And because it was pretty cool talking to you for a minute. Yeah, you know, I'm always smiling like in my heart right here. So some people, I mean, I remember when I was in kindergarten, they was like, "You gonna smile for your picture?" I was never on the spot smiler, you know, but I am, you know, always smiling on the inside. So some people can't pick that up, but that's one thing I do. I just try to stay positive, you know. So yeah, for sure. I had to check that out. But I'm not sure who that is. I can probably remember the Back to the Future. Yeah. I wouldn't want to travel back or to the future. I don't know what anyone else's opinions are, but I'm pretty good with like being right here, um, in the present day. I don't think I'd want to go back in time or see what's waiting. So what do you think? See, see, I like your style. You're all about like beating down the damn devil, and I get it. At least you said something besides like oh, any gay comment we can think of. Yeah, I can't remember where I got this for Christmas or something, but I didn't like it at first. Like I didn't like it. I was like, damn, it's kind of weird, but it's really warm. Like even in the cold temperatures, this keeps you pretty warm. I don't know. It's like just whatever it's made out of. Like I'll go outside when it's like 0 and stay warm with it. But I'm just gonna really quickly put this up and grab a drink. I'll be right back. So I try to keep things pretty cool in here. Well, not everyone's mean. We just really kick morons out. That's about it. So like I think about that, like I don't think everyone's mean in here. It's just when you get some jerk off person that comes through, it kind of like changes what you're doing for a second, and then you just get back to what you're doing. So that's just kind of how that goes. But that's life in general. And I really try not to be the one that has to kick someone out of my live stream, because I try to like get along with everyone. But when people don't obviously try to get along, they can just go. But yeah, that's for sure. Just kind of being positive is a good way to bring people together, not just rolling through someone's random live stream and saying any ignorant thing you can think of, but people do that. So I get it. And I check people out that get hundreds of people in their live stream. So they just say crazy crap, and that's cool, but you just kind of have to weed them out and keep rolling. Yeah, for sure. You just kind of ignore them as well. But I usually just come in and like I tell people, when I come into their live chats, they know it because I'm just positive. Just say what's up. Hey, you said hey. What am I? Hey, okay. Yeah, yeah. That's what I do. It's easier to just mess around with people. There was this girl that was telling me the other day. It's like she notices how I joke around a lot, and it's like I can be serious, but I also like, yeah, I joke around a lot in a positive way. Um, I don't joke around in a negative way. And yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. There was there was this guy, we were joking around with him in some other live stream last night. He was like a poet, you know. He was selling the ship, selling the shore, selling. And I was like, "Hey, you got a poet in your chat?" And they was like, "What?" I don't think they like was digging his poetry. Have a good day. And yeah, me too. Um, I was talking to this dude a minute ago in here that I was telling him how I've been getting back into like putting songs together, and I was wanting someone to kind of collaborate. I was want I was wanting to collaborate and run some ideas by him. So, you know, things are kind of just new here. I've only been messing with YouTube like strong for like a month. So, but yeah, are you just looking all these up? Because I'm thinking you got a bunch of damn crazy ass devil jokes on your mind. Hey, what's up? What's up, Flo? Hey, thanks for coming in. You know, it's just saying we try to be positive up in here, and you know that because you're a pretty good person yourself. Oh, you're not looking all that up. Okay, no, it's all good. I get it. Even if you are, keep it coming. But hey, how you doing? Um, what time is it? Early. You get up early. I mean, every day. We get up at like 5 in the morning. Hey, Flo, I was up at like 5 o'clock this morning as well, and a lot of things going through my mind. We'll leave it at that. 6:30. Well, I used to do a lot of like CrossFit. So like I would train to run like 10, 20 miles. But my brother used to be a marathon runner, and he's actually ran like 50-mile marathons. And I've never done that, but I used to go out with him, and I've ran like 20 plus miles in a day. And I was trying to get into more like weightlifting, but I've done a lot of cardio training. Sleep late. Yeah, that'll like do something to your mind. You got to kind of work up to that. But my brother, he's like has more of a military background, and he's done those like 50-mile marathons, and I think it usually took him about 12 hours, like 12 hours of running. I want to see. Did I miss one of your comments? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking I missed one of your comments, Flo. You sleep late? Shit. I think I have the time right. What is it? It's like 6:30 in the morning where you're at, right? A lot of times here lately, I've just been up at 4 in the morning thinking. I do a lot of thinking anymore. I thought I was doing good at 4 miles. Yeah. I mean, no, you're doing good. That's I used to get to where I wouldn't even start breathing heavy when I hit like a 4 or 5 mile spot. But I'd be getting to where I'd be running like 10 miles, 12 miles, 17. And like I said, I probably wouldn't ever do that again because it does a lot to your body. You don't realize it. And when you run like 20 plus miles in a day and you actually you're running it, it starts messing with your head. It really does. Like I decided I would never run that much in a day because it just, the exhaustion is it really gets you. It's nice to meet all of you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you ever want to subscribe, like I tell people, I'm just trying to get this channel up so I can like donate more to charity. I don't really care about like myself, so subscribing to this channel is it's not going to help me. It's going to help someone else eventually. So yeah, hey, I appreciate it. I mean, like I said, my goal is to give back to people. So I'm not worried about myself. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Hey, Flo, I appreciate you, coming through. I tried to check out one of your live streams the other day. Well, say maybe I will in a minute. But yeah, I tried to check out one of your lives the other day, or at least said what's up in it. Oh, I think she's already on. Anyway, but I mean, like, really any. Like, my goal is to be able to just to donate to cancer research is a big one because I've lost a lot of my family, to cancer, and I've lost, like people close to me, and I have a cousin who's actually like going through some crappy situation right now with his own issues, and just stuff like that. I know a guy that actually does cancer research. Like I cut his hair, so and he's got his PhD. He's went through, you know, years. Like talking to this dude over the years, it's crazy what you have to do to be able to actually have a career, doing cancer research. You have to like be on your shit, or you don't pass go. They don't go with you. But so, and I appreciate that. Yeah, everyone's lost people. I'm just saying that because I'm just kind of putting that out there. But I'm sure everybody in the chat has lost people to cancer or whatever, and so we're definitely not alone on that. I would just like to give to those type of things because that stuff isn't free. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Donna. They don't let any regular dude that completes his PhD program even move on with that. And hey, if you really do have cancer, I mean that does suck. And if you're playing around, I mean that really sucks because I mean I wouldn't play around like that. So I get it. I get it anyway. Um, you never know, you know what I'm saying? So like someone said earlier, you give people the benefit of a doubt. Um, that's how I trust people, you know. I'll trust someone until I have a reason not to trust them. Yeah. So it kind of sucks, you know, everyone's different. Maybe they were talking about that Seinfeld one of those shows when he's like, "What's the deal with cancer?" Someone's like, "I got cancer." You know, I get it. People play around, um, and and everyone's different. So yeah, it's not really a joke, but you know, you got to keep things light. You know, even if the dude really has cancer or whatever, you got to keep it light, and you know, that shit spreads all over. Yeah, so it won't be any certain spot. Eventually, yeah. Say, my grandmother died of that, and it was all over. So there really wasn't much they could do. Yeah, yeah. Say it's in your blood. So yeah, that sucks, and for sure. Because when my grandma was at the end of dealing with that, she was getting blood transfusions, and she could have done that, you know, every day, but she just decided to end it, you know, and kind of just ride it out because, like they said, we can probably prolong your life, but you're going to start getting in pain and more pain. And she was getting there at the end of her life. She was really starting to get in bad shape, and she just passed away. So it is what it is, and that sucks, you know, if that's true. And hope it's not that bad. Yeah, say hope it's not that bad. It comes and goes. I mean, so stay positive about that for sure. It come and went for her. Um, you know, she got cured of it, and it came back. So you're talking about your mom, uh, Donna. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some people are, you know, different. I thought the other day I was on like camera, and then I was looking back at like just replaying it, and I noticed like half my head or something was out of there most of the time. Um, yeah, it's definitely a lot of medicine that goes into that. So what's up, Donnie? You don't particularly get along with your mom? Very good. Hey, it happens. You know, I'm not judging you. You never know the circumstances. I I always tried to get along with my actual dad. Yeah, sorry about that. Um, yeah, that sucks. You know, my youngest daughter, like I always felt like I wouldn't have even had my youngest daughter had I not stayed with her mom. Because when I was with her mom before she got pregnant, she really did neglect her child she had, and I remember the day like I was getting up to just leave her, I was just like, okay, I'm out of here. They're crazy. Her daughter was in there in the other room, like picking food out of the trash. I just like walked in there. It's like I'm getting my stuff, and I'm gone. And then I looked over, and this like 2-year-old girl was like picking food out of the trash, and I was like, like, what are you doing? And because we'd only been together a few weeks, and I realized she was crazy. And she was like, I always do this in the morning. And I was just like, fuck. It's like, let's get you dressed and we'll go to the store and buy you some food. Damn it. But then, my youngest daughter kind of came along out of that. But I always remember that because, I was about to just kind of roll out of that situation because it got crazy pretty quick. And I felt really bad for that kid. And I felt bad for her for a while. But that is a whole nother story. And she's doing better now. Thank God. But so shit's rough, and I go through, rough shit too, like everyone. And I really try to be supportive of people. The longer you hang around, the longer you'll see that. You just have to change your name. Yeah, my brother's wife works for like child protective services, and that stuff is rough. Anything like that. Yeah, you're definitely right. Susie, definitely. People are different, and they get really, really strange. Okay, I see the banana now. Yeah, it can be pretty rough. Like around here, not really around where I'm at, but close by, there's big problems with like fentanyl and like other drug abuse, like that tranquilizer abuse, and like people are like basically rotting and like rotting away, and there's a big problem with like neglecting their children, and it kind of sucks when you see that. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. You can just go to your channel or something, and you can start your own YouTube channel. That would be my advice. Yeah, I don't know. No clue. But what I always tell people is like, if you ever want to start your little YouTube channel and get it going, I'll come by and support it. Like there's people that come through here that have decent channels going for themselves. Like Flo there, I've kind of like talked to her on and off for a while. She's pretty cool. I don't know what's going on. Every now and then you get some weird people, and I try not to kind of cut no one out. It's brokenhearted. Yeah, I'm getting into the Bible a little bit more myself. So I appreciate that, Greg. Yeah, yeah. So you know what I'm saying. I've only been on here for about a month, and I think I had 5 subscribers, and so uh, it takes a while. It's hard to grow, especially I think when you're a guy. You know, like females get the all the attention, and the dogs get the damn bone. So I was telling Donna earlier. But I get it. She's a little bit more respectable than some people. but but yeah, yeah, it's definitely keeps you warm. He passed away. Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember that one. He passed. But yeah, it was snowing. Actually, I think it's snowing right now outside. So damn it, it's already snowing. But but we've been going through like Hebrews 11 at a Bible study, and that's like all about faith right in there. Um, New York City. Yeah, I no, say it's all good. But yeah, I'm from right around Indy, um, Indianapolis. But I talked to this dude a lot that is from New York City in another chat I'll probably be getting into here in a minute. And when I do, if anyone wants to roll over there, I'll let you know. But yeah, there's this dude I've been talking to off and on, and he likes the Colts. Yeah. Um, so I think that's why we connected, because like I talked to him, and then football season come around, and I realized this motherfucker likes the Indianapolis Colts, and he's from New York. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's on the fire out there. You never know, Donna. But yeah, it's been snowing off and on today. Um, Sometimes it'll snow, you know, in like November, and it won't snow again till January. So it is what it is. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like this morning, I was kind of riding around, checking it out. So Indiana. That's where I just said I was from. Snow month is February. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sometimes it'll snow, and then it usually takes to like January, February for it to really get down. Anthony, I don't know. Like you said you're from Indiana? Yeah, that's pretty much where I grew up. Them Indiana boys. What is that? Tom Petty. I mean, I like it around here. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm from right around. We're from right around the same area. Just for the. It's the Hoosier State. What is the Huskers? What is that? That's Nebraska, I think. I think that's Nebraska. So it's like Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They say it's all corn around here, but it's not really. There's a lot of trees. And, you know, if you're from, the area around Indy, like this dude probably will let you know, Donna, Indy's it's like a laid back city. People aren't like scratching and clawing, waiting in line for an hour for everything. Because Donna over here lives around DC, which is, I feel bad for her. Yeah, I'm hoping you're kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking you like to joke around. So it's all good, man. And that's cool. I appreciate that. It's better than having to just block some little small-minded moron out of here. So I get it. I like what your vibe there. For sure. So it's all good. But yeah, I've always liked Indy. Um, I worked on the south side of Indianapolis for like a decade around. I don't live up in the area anymore. Around the college U of I. So sure you know where that's at. Well, that's why you just join the other ones. They go to church on Saturdays, Saturday evenings. Get it out of the way. You know what I'm saying? um, yeah, I like when I went to barber school. It was on 38th in like right off of Keystone. I'm sure you know where that's at. And so I knew a lot of people around that upper east side area. Yeah. Well, you just have to go to Bible study through the week. Hit up a weekly Bible study. Yeah. But yeah, so I went to barber school up there on on go ahead and do that. 38th and Keystone, and I didn't, hang out up there a lot, but that was a rough area. Okay. Yeah, I mean I have my shop, and I do a lot of live streaming from there. But I realized if I want to, get my subscribers up a little faster, so maybe I can get to helping out and giving back, I'm gonna have to go live a little bit more. So I'm just kind of at home right now. Um, this is actually my daughter's room, but my room's like right back here. Um, I just chill in here because I usually sit in here and play guitar. Yeah, so you was almost like downtown Indy in that area. Yeah, because the zoos, I think it's out off like Washington Street up there. So yeah, it's a nice little area. It's not like um it's not a huge city, but it gives you that kind of laid back vibe. But I've been all around Indy. I used to like going to eat, and hell, you probably know where this place is at, like the Country Kitchen. If you're ever in Indianapolis, stop into the Country Kitchen. Country with a K. They have all types of shit. Okay. Yeah, so check out the Country Kitchen. It's off of what is it off of? I think it's off of like College. It's just like right north of downtown. So what are you talking about? In Indy? Steven? You've been around there? Because I mean it seems like what you're saying is true. I mean, I've spent a lot of time around there. It does seem like they have a lot of, shops like that in that area. I mean, if that's what you're saying, but I think I missed part of it. Or maybe you're talking to someone else and I'm kind of missing that. But yeah, Indy has its spots that do a lot of like just selling yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I'm kind of like reading this wrong. But they have a lot of those fabric spots in just random like, and I'm not any racist thing, Chinese stores and stuff. Yeah, right on. Especially off 38th Street. Okay. Hell yeah. But yeah, I spent many years up there and on the north side, the south side. I actually worked up in Carmel for a little bit. Well, didn't you say where exactly are you from again? Like, I mean, I remember the UK, but I don't remember if you said where because I'd be lost. Susie. Say I probably wouldn't know anything about where you're at. Even though I'd like to go over, that side of the world, check it out one day. But give me something to plan for. Okay. I've definitely heard of that place. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I just maybe he needs like some salvation. um, Yorkshire, yeah, that's what it seems like. A lot of countryside. That'd be pretty cool um, to check out. But I mean, it gets like that, outside of Indy. If you go, in the countryside, there's a lot of farms and stuff like that. But yeah, like goats and sheep are getting popular around here, or just around this area. But My oldest brother worked over there a long time ago when he was in the military around England. And Donna, you reminded me earlier, like when you were talking about Aldi's. Like Aldi's is a big store over there, isn't it, Susie? Like a big chain. Like Aldi's grocery store. Oh yeah, I know where Edinburgh is for sure. Yeah, cause yeah, 'cause I think I remember my brother saying like Aldi was like started over there or something. Um, it's more like a bigger named grocery store. I don't know if she heard me, but I just remembered that when you was talking about it. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's kind of where it started or whatever. It's one of their bigger stores over there. Because I remember my brother saying that a long time ago when he worked over there. Aldi was the spot. But over here, you can go to Aldi, and then they have like a bunch of high dollar ass like market district places. That's like if you walk in there and look at the prices of their food, you kind of wonder if the people know how bad they're getting ripped off, or they just pay it anyway. And like I don't know. I'll go walking around them places like wow. Uh, Whole Foods. They have a few of those around here. Uh, okay, I just seen that. Your hometown. Okay, yeah, yeah. They have what is that? The Outlet Mall. We used to go down there in Edinburgh to the Outlet Mall or whatever. Oh, here we go. No, what is it? All day. Yeah, I haven't been there in forever. I just remember people used to like going down there um, to the Outlet Mall and kind of walking around. I I don't really go down there myself, but that's probably the only time though I've ever been to Edinburgh, except like driving through there. And yeah, hell yeah, man. Um, my oldest brother was in the military, and he was kind of all over like that back in the day. But yeah, I remember the couple times I bought some shoes from the outlet mall. I think they sold them damn knockoff Jordans. You know them Jordans that fucking squeaked every time you walked. Couldn't sneak up on anybody in them things. Squeaky ass Jordans. And I was like, this is the last time I buy a pair of Jordans from the fucking outlet mall. I know that. Now, I don't buy Jordans anymore anyway. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Donna seems like a solo traveler, and that's cool. I get it. I've done a lot of solo, lone wolf and stuff myself. It's always cool to go with other people, though. If you get along with them, you can tolerate them. I remember. I mean, it takes, probably a little bit more, says something about your character, a little bit more brave, get out of your comfort zone. I remember the first time I traveled out of the country by myself. I was a little hesitant until I did it. And then I realized, I don't know why I was hesitant about it, because I've never had any problems. Yeah. Yeah, and then you meet, other people. Like if you go, out of the country on your own, it's pretty much just you. Depending on where you go, hopefully you can communicate. But nowadays you have your phone and everything. Back when I did it, it was like I had to know Spanish. Or I'd have been lost. But nowadays you just have your phone. Hey, that's cool. Putting a lot of miles. Did you fly or was you driving? Yeah, that's What's that movie you're trying to remember? Yeah, it's definitely no fun when you have to see someone about to go. It's definitely not the ideal. Yeah, I've drove across the country a few times on my own, and just kind of anymore, I just fly. I mean, I can't do the driving. I just fly and get it over with. Because if you're driving somewhere, it's thousands of miles away. It's like when I get in a car, I want to get there. So I'll wear myself out. Just cruising. I don't stop. Like, man, maybe I should go to sleep. Catch your second wind. Keep going. I'm wondering that, man. I mean, I'm like you said, I'm starting to wonder because I have a trip coming up, and I'm flying, and they're cutting so much of that. It's just like I'm starting to wonder about the old plane trip. But yeah, when you start out driving and you have thousands of miles to go, it's like you want to get it done, but you can't get it done any faster. You gotta keep trucking. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder about that. Yeah, I'm starting to really, yeah. I'm not looking forward to it. And I don't mind flying, but it's been maybe a year, uh, and I don't know, with all the stuff going on and everything getting cut. I'm pretty patient. It's just my body can't take driving for 20 plus hours anymore. I just my mind can. I can sit there and chill. But say Donna, that's why I would need someone to like help drive. That's the good thing. Gotta get a passenger. Damn. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing for sure. It's hard to find a job that you like. Yeah, see, this dude's from around here. But yeah, it's always an adventure, and I plan on live streaming a lot of my trip. So when I go on New Year's Eve, and I'm sure some of you people, maybe Susie will be up, because my flight leaves at like 5 in the morning. But I'm going to start kind of live streaming early that day on New Year's Eve. And I pray to God I make it to the border. So, yeah, the only reason why I'm starting to look forward to it is because it's going to be like the only week of the year I've taken off work. So that's how I am, man. Everything kind of happens for a reason. Even if you don't know the reason. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a super huge fan of it, like I said. But you should get up in the sky before it all goes to crap. Yeah, that's for sure. Just don't mind chilling. I just like to see really the world. My brother was talking about that earlier. I was talking to him, and he's been to several different countries, and that's just, some people want to do that in their life. They want to live and see how other people live, in other parts of the world. And I've talked to people that live around here. It's never been out of Indiana. So it's a mix. I've had some weird situations flying where you'll be all on the plane. They'll all like get you on there, and you'll be sitting there, and you're like, "Damn, we're not going nowhere." And they'll be like, "Oh, we just figured out the brakes don't work," or like, "We can't get the door to latch." It's like, damn, And that's what you was mentioning about how they're cutting people. It's like, you never know what could go wrong. It's like if the brakes don't work and you find that out when you're trying to land, that would be rough. I cut this guy's hair. It's like a head CEO of this factory right up the road here. But it's like their main like factories are like in Japan, in Thailand, and he was telling me that it's like damn near a 10-hour flight from here to where he goes to in Japan, and that would be kind of crazy if you were up in the air, you know, for like 9-10 hours. Like a couple hours at a time is good for me. I'm with you, Susie. I'd have to probably get some type of medicine if I knew I was going to be taking a flight for like 9 hours. I'd have to be sleeping through it. Don't want to catch no nervousness up there with nowhere to go. And they won't be able to land it for me. Yeah, that's probably a decent flight. But yeah, say don't overdo it. It probably is. In many ways, it probably is the safest way to travel. Because I've done that, you know, when you're out late at night driving, you're falling asleep. Other people are falling asleep. They're still cruising, bumping into you. So you just want to make sure you wake up. I think if I took 5 sleeping pills, I would feel bad. Did you feel bad the next day? And later on? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Yeah. Yeah. A good guess. It's funny because and I was thinking about this. Like there's this one girl I've been talking to for months, and like last night she called me by like my government name, my legal name, and it's like no one really obviously knows that, but I kind of thought it was cool in a way because it was like on her live stream, and then in another way I was just like, oh, I hope no one caught that, but it was kind of like an A and B thing, and but yeah, that is part of my name for sure. We'll stick with that. I used to work with a guy back in the day. Leesburg. I'm trying to remember if I've seen that on a sign. Did you say you live in like downtown DC or like south north of there? Because remember I said last night when we were out there, we stayed in like Woodbridge, Virginia. Yeah. So okay, so you kind of know where that Woodbridge area is. That's where we were at, but that's close. It's pretty close anyway. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking, I know I've seen that sign because when I see stuff like that, it kind of for some reason like sticks in my head. And that's why I was halfway thinking like um that must be in that area. But yeah. 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 It's I can see that. For that area, I could see it being called Hood Bridge. It's still expensive. Expensive ass hood. It's not like a hood up here on 38th Street. Even though they've kind of cleaned that up. Yeah. So we got the real hoods up in there. We have to go to DC for those. But it gets pretty rough. Yeah. So yeah, you can relate to that. Yeah, that's so I was thinking it's a rich area. Like I remember seeing what's that major highway or interstate? Is it 90 or 90? It runs north and south. The coastal is it 95 or fuck, I can't remember. 95. Yeah. But anyway, I was seeing homes for sale right off that busy ass highway. Like I don't even know who would want to live there, for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's like, who would want to live? Like, your backyard is this highway that never sleeps. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see it's a little different. I'd say, like you said, where you're at in the UK, a little bit more maybe quiet. Damn. Yeah, I would believe that. I would say that's a little different. I don't know what that means. I think I'm both. I'm passive and I'm active. I like to exercise and I like to chill. So count me in for both. I don't even understand, but I did answer your one question, and I don't even get. I guess you just strolled in to be a little weird, but no, I am. I'm actually. I kind of stay for the ladies. So I just kind of hang out with that, and not really worried about maybe they're bi or something, and that's cool. I'm not like hating on anyone that is, but I'm good. you know. So we'll just stick to the females. I've always like worked that way. It's pretty cool. I like it. We'll just kind of stay on that side. It always worked out pretty well for me. But yeah, for sure. I try not to. But people love to pop in. And then I think about that when I replay it. It's like, I'm not trying to be crappy, but I just respect people. If I ever go into someone's live stream, I just say what's up to them. And, I don't ask them if they're bi or gay, or I don't really care enough to really ask, because I can usually just figure it out on my own. But yeah, that's expensive. It's expensive to live out there. It's not really too bad around here. Indiana's not too crazy. Hey, what's up? But yeah, Indiana's kind of like, there's a decent, cost of living. Carmel's, there's areas that are expensive in Indy. Trying to read your name. Storios. Why are you if you speak Spanish or whatever, just you can comment. You can comment in there. Hey, what's up? Hey, glad to see you're back. I don't know, somebody may have done something earlier, but just kind of keep it cool anyway. So I mean, I get it. That Bulletproof reminded me of like Bulletproof and the Fool. I think maybe someone's might know who that is. Just a little underground dude. Yeah. Parts unknown. Hell yeah, it's got to be. Keep that strong will. If you go through enough, stuff in your life, you'll definitely get toughened up. They say the world is rough. Yeah, I say I don't care. I don't really care, but I can usually figure it out. So I'm pretty smart at those things. I like to, just you can tell type of thing. So I don't wonder a whole lot. Brittany said. Brittany, what do you mean? What do you mean, Brittany? Brittany said. Are you talking about the old girl that comes in here, Brittany? Who are you talking about? Brittany. Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, Brittany's. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about someone that comes in here. But no, I try to remember back to a few years ago. My daughter's a little bit younger, and I kind of broke her of that. I think that's like a young teenage, thing where they go through comment sections and just say dumb shit. And I kind of realized she did that a little bit, and she don't do that anymore. And I just think that's a younger generation thing. Kind of like back in the day. Some of us are older, so back in the day, you go to them chat rooms when you're like 12 and say something stupid. Yeah, so that's like a 12-year-old thing. And I get it, but nowadays it's like this is not a random chat room. So you don't really put up with it. Because I'm cool. I get along with people, so yeah, yeah. The MSN Messenger or AOL. We'll go AOL. That was a little bit before, for sure. Yeah, AOL. Yeah, for sure. It's everyone, but yeah, back in the day, you get in that Yahoo chat room, look for a chat room, and then next thing you know, you'd be like 13 years old arguing with someone. So I get it, but that's been a long time ago. Yeah, it definitely has. If you don't keep up with it, it's definitely changed. I had some dude in here earlier. I don't know why they type like, what is it, 6, 7, or yeah, it's just it's not real. It's I tried to get my daughter off like hanging on the internet, because it was just at the age she was then. It's just like stop messing around with that. But yeah, we grew up walking through the woods, but like playing in the creek. But there was something I was trying to check out here. Yeah, you definitely kind of lose track of stuff. Like someone comes through here sometimes. I don't know what this 6, 7 thing is. I don't get it at all. I don't understand. Yeah. It kind of sucks. You're right. I like kind of hanging here with you, Donna, because I kind of agree with a lot you say. It's yeah, it's kind of a crappy world, and maybe it's always been. I think it's just worse now with not saying stuff like this because we all can keep it pretty cool, but stuff like this for little kids, it's not good. Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, I got a lot of new pictures up on my and I'd like to see some more pictures of. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what, is that supposed to I don't look stuff up on Google because I don't care enough. And I tried to ask someone earlier, like, what is that even supposed to? You come in a chat and type that. Like, what does that even mean? I don't understand. Is it just supposed to leave someone like, what does that mean? You know, yeah, meaningless. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't Google anything. Like I don't think it's available here yet because I'm trying to get my subscribers up. But I was telling this girl earlier, I was like, I don't know what these hype points are, but I'm giving them to you. I guess I could Google it, but there you go. Uh, if anyone knows what that's about, you see those hype things. You can hype someone's video or whatever, and it's just like whatever that is. Yeah, I don't even really like to, you kind of feel out of touch, but in a way you don't, because it's kind of dumb, and I don't even want to know what some of that stuff means. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? It'll change to some other lame, weird thing that someone can think of. But that's kind of the way of the world. So I like kind of checking out the world, but I don't live, uh, don't really live for the ways of the world necessarily. But yeah, I was trying to tell this guy that was on here, this guy no, um, to try to hang in because like I've known him forever. I tried to invite him. Actually, I tried to invite him over to hang out on a live stream, and he was in here earlier, and I was like, man, you should hang out because sometimes the first like 5 minutes, you know, aren't exciting, but you just have to like let people kind of check in, and he definitely knows he can come over because this dude that I'm talking about, we've done a lot of just a lot of crazy stuff together back in the day, back when we were younger, and I was reminding him of this time I think about pretty often that we were going to like this music festival, and it's like a week long music festival, and you used to be able to just like pull into the parking lot and kind of take the back door entrance. But like one year they had all that figured out, and so we couldn't take the VIP entrance. And I had money to pay for me, but it was like kind of expensive, and I didn't want to pay for him. So he got in the trunk of my car and rolled in there in my trunk, and he was like yelling and screaming. So like when we got to the parking spot, everyone was like, "What the fuck? Someone in the trunk!" He popped out and just like ran off. But just shit like that. That's why I like to go out, you know, experience life, and it's pretty fun times. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, man. And growing up, you know, you're born in the '80s. You know, I mean, I was a couple years later than that, but yeah, you know, you grew up in a pretty decent time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's for sure. You just be yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. I appreciate you subscribing, man, and you know, Susie, it's been pretty cool seeing. Well, it's been cool seeing everyone, you know, that comes through here. Because, like you said, back in the day, you know, you was where you were, and you were trying to like jump that hole on Mario, like jump over the, keep falling in, doing, going back to the beginning. I never made it to the 8th world on Mario Brothers in my younger days, but I tried a lot. Yeah, yeah. See, Sonic come along, but remember back in the day playing Nintendo. Uh, you'd be in the air and you could just pause from the other controller. So like somebody would pause your shit and then you just fall back back to the beginning. That's things. I mean, I still have a Super Nintendo over there um, that I turn on every now and then. Um, I used to keep the Nintendo in the Super, but I still have a lot of games and a lot of Super Nintendo games over there, and sometimes just to feel like a kid, I'll turn it on. But them games suck. They were hard. Hey, what's up, man? Someone earlier was in here from Scotland. I don't know if it was you, but I appreciate, you know, everyone coming through, and that's pretty cool. You know, if it wasn't you, that's pretty cool too, because someone was saying they were from Scotland. I don't know if they were the best, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of like everything, you know. I really like this. I like the present day. I think my phone's getting low. Because every now and then, once the battery gets low, it starts kind of going on and off. But yeah, I like I like the 80s and 90s. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I like the present day, as well. Because like Susie mentioned, well, probably everyone mentioned in here, you can, you can do stuff like this. Um, and I like it because Daria, yeah, yeah, Daria was a good show. I remember when that started, come on. There was a lot of cool cartoons in the 90s. Yeah. There was a lot of, pretty cool cartoons. I used to like that Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah. No, I mean, eventually this thing might shut off. But no, I like kind of chilling. It's my day off. I have to work tomorrow. So I just work Tuesday through Saturday. So tomorrow is the start of the week. But yeah, when I was younger, do a lot of Nick at Night. Nick at Night, Ren and Stimpy. But oh no, I'm from the U.S. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I kind of wish you didn't have to label yourself or be where you are. But I understand it's all about a national pride thing. But I think it's crazy how everything's all divided up. um, I just kind of look at everyone as like one. We all can kind of be one race. But yeah, it's cartoons back then too. Oh yeah, no, no, it's cool. Like you said, you have to do that. I mean, I get it. Everyone is different. Yeah, I like to be, I like to kind of spread the positivity, and I mean, I'm kind of open, to listen. Um, so some people aren't. I said that earlier. Some people's live streams you get in and they don't even really interact. Uh, they don't even really like talk to their chat. They think they're like so important, and they don't even read the comment. But I don't read the comments usually if I'm alive at work. I mean, because obviously, I'm at work, and that's what pays me. um, so I'm always focused on what I'm doing. But so I kind of like being here and and chilling. But yeah, I'm trying to grow the channel. To I try not to say but it's like live. So someone was letting me know not to say that. And when you're live, it's kind of like a football coach or something. It's like I don't have a script right here. So if I do have to think about a thought before it comes out, I'll just pause, I guess. But hey, I appreciate it, man. Anyway, but like I tell people, if you do subscribe, to this channel, I just want to grow it so I can eventually give back to people that, for sure, man, that's the main idea as we go along. You see, things can be rough, but everybody can get along. You see that when you go out into the world, people don't get along the greatest. But I'm always working with people. That's what I do. And so I'm just kind of interacting with people on a daily basis. Yeah, so hey, that's cool. Like the age group. I mean, I don't even care. There was like someone in here earlier said they're like 17, and I don't think this guy was in here saying I should kick him out because they're 17. They're kind of being a little weird. But like I was telling him, I don't plan on getting to know a 17-year-old or whatever. So they can hang as long as they're not being too ridiculous. I don't really care who they are. But overseas. But yeah, I'm hoping to just get my subscribers up so I can eventually donate to charities. Like I said earlier, this is all about giving back really to people. I obviously can't prove that yet, but it'll come in time. Everything kind of has its own time, and I'm going to be putting that back out here. I mean, I'm not just going to stop my channel. So all that will be, proven that I do what I say type of thing. So whenever I hit, the subscriber amount and the views and all those little things you have to do, I hope to be able to just put links where people can just donate to charities, because subscribing is not ever going to help me. Is kind of what I tell people. You're going to help other people eventually. So. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. I think about that. Donna caught what I was saying. You're right for sure. I used to think about that when I was younger, cutting hair, because some days you wouldn't do a whole lot of cutting hair. You just do a lot of talking to people. And we used to call it like being at the charity stripe. Charity striping. The substance. I don't really get into the hey, this I don't know if Mickey was like out of the clubhouse earlier, or if he come back, or I can't remember. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, she's definitely right. Susie, I think about that at work, because older people in their 80s, and 90s that will tell you they don't have any really family left. I always think about that, you know. They probably don't have a lot of people to talk to. So I'm a little bit more thoughtful. Yeah, yeah. So just try to treat people with respect. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, in a way, you're right. You know, I used to work with this older dude, and he'd have people telling him all about his like problems, and he'd listen, but you could tell after a while he'd be getting over it. And when he'd get done, he'd go up there to like check him out, and he'd be like, "The haircut's this much, but it's gonna be like $100 for for the other therapy." And they you know they'd be like, "What?" But he'd just be joking around. But so I do that sometimes. And be like, "Yeah, that'll be $100." But it's just a joke. I don't charge anybody more than what the price is. But I always thought that was funny, because you're right. You do have to listen, because a lot of people are judgy, and they know if you don't listen, so they think you don't care. When really sometimes you could just be kind of like, you know, having a bad day yourself or something, and just a little over it. And so every day you kind of have to be a little bit more on your game. Like, it is what it is. It's part of your job. I'm sure it gets exhausting on the other end. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I mean, like I said earlier, you know, the puns or the jokes and stuff. That's a pretty cool way, you know, to come around. That's for sure. I mean, I like people like that. There's always people that come in the barber shop before they leave. They'll be like, have you heard this one? And it just reminded me of this guy, and this is a little off, but he'd always be like, how much do pirates pay for corn? Steve. I'll add a new one to your inventory if you haven't heard it. So you know how much pirates used to pay for corn? A buccaneer. Just write that down. No, but I was be like, oh, okay. And he told it to me like all the time. And I think he finally one day remembered. He's told it to me like a dozen times, and he don't tell me no more. But I always thought it was funny though. So I'd be like, okay, I don't know. A buccaneer? Ah. Yes. So that kind of reminded me, remind me of that dude. He'd always come in and tell me the same thing over and over, and I get it. But this is funny. Yeah, too. It's fine. But it is kind of clever. Is he was there was a few. I don't know if he was a pirate back in his old days, but and he told me another like corny one he used to always say, like, what was the pirate's favorite letter? The pirate's favorite letter was don't have to think about it too hard. Ah, see, you spoiled it. You're supposed to say C. No. And it's like, no, it was the R. Yes, it was the R. Damn. Donna is too. She got me. No. Yeah. Say you usually think about the C, pirate. You could probably get someone with that. Not everyone though. But for sure. So he must have been a sailor back in the day. I didn't ask him, but he's about 9 years old. But it's just funny to hear what people have to say. So are you getting off here? Donna, I don't know. He said bye or something. Just kind of scrolling back. But yeah, man, I mean, I tell everyone, you're always welcome to stop by if you see me live here. In the future, I'm pretty sure you're on here earlier. I'll be going live. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I'll be going live in other places. I kind of want to do some traveling with this channel, so I can get to know each other a little better. That's the point, of it. I mean, at least that's the point of it to me. And I try to tell people that I don't even pay attention to my videos because there's a couple of them I was not satisfied with them at all. And the little guitar tutorials I do, I know this person has a sister. She's just like learning to play guitar, and I'm pretty sure they're like the only people that looked at them because they told me they did. And so I put like little easy guitar tutorials on there, just for, basically for only a few people that I had in mind with that. And and they're basically like for someone that's just learning how to play, because I always kind of like explain how to play the chords, even though it's a new video. A lot of people you see that do guitar videos, they won't explain how to put your fingers on a chord. So I do it in every one, just because like some of these people obviously some people, English ain't your first language type of thing. So I always just keep that in there. And it's just like really beginner guitar stuff. And there's a few videos I thought about deleting, but I'm just going to keep them for contrast. Because it was just starting out there. I really just load up a lot of shorts on my channel, really. So I'd say the main stuff I focus on is just doing live stuff and shorts at the moment. I'm sure I might get around to making like a decent video in the future, but I'm not worried about it. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man, for sure. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah, this dude's walking in here a lot. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man, and checking back in. I noticed several people, check in regular, and that's awesome. And that's what it's about, just kind of growing slow. I am unfortunately a dog, so we don't get the same treatment as the cats. But it will grow. there's some females you see their channels will grow by like hundreds overnight, thousands. But it's all good. I'm not too desperate on it. I just know it'll happen, and that's why, because I'm not too desperate. So I have the time, and I feel like you get the bone when you're due, because you see some females that they don't even do shit on their live stream. I had this girl that has like hundreds of thousands of subscribers tell me that she doesn't do live, and she don't do live streams. She just makes videos, and because like she thinks watching females live is boring because they don't do anything. Guys just try to send them money. I'm like, damn, that's respectable, because this chick has like 2 channels and they have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And I was just kind of curious about that. But I noticed that with a few people, like you said, you said earlier, some females have like that respect for themselves, and they don't just want to sit around and have like thirsty dudes commenting all over them. But everyone's different. But I treat this like my barber shop, in a way. I kind of treat this like my barber shop, it's like it'll grow slow, and I'm good with that, because you kind of weed out the morons, in the meantime. But then you just grow some good people, So hopefully eventually in a couple months, there'll be, people like you guys, and then more frequently coming in. And when this started out, there was like, yeah. Hey, I will. The next one is for you, and I get it. You probably could. So if we're sitting here, I'm sure it'll happen here in the next 5 minutes. I'll let you do it, because I think you'll probably be good with it. But for sure. But I'm just all about the slow build. I did that with my business. So everything that's kind of good, takes time. So, but yeah, now that I know that and I get it, you probably would. I just don't like to speak troll too much. I just speak them back under the bridge, and but I'll let you do the honors. Yeah, you do see that a lot. Yeah, you see that a lot. They'll grow, and then it'll kind of like go back down. Because I bet you're right. I've thought about that. I've thought about that with someone that I been kind of checking in on. You'll see their subscribers go up, like I mentioned, but they'll go down like that. And I bet a bunch of dudes get like crappy because they realize they didn't get a date. They realized they couldn't like send this girl $50 and then like take her out to dinner. So then they unsubscribe. So, because I've noticed that as well. But yeah, definitely on to something there. That's for sure. Yeah, that's you're definitely right about that. It's when you don't have anything going but like sitting there looking cute, it kind of wears off, and then I think some of them realize it, but then some of them just start seeing their subscribers going down, and yeah, it's life. What are you gonna do? It ain't easy being human. Nope. Speaking of that, I had an actual bot come through here, and they had to like. I was thinking if anyone was in here yesterday, they had to tell me, or they said they had to tell me that they are a bot. And definitely, that's yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd like to know where someone's from or whatever, but you're not in here judging people. But yeah, some dude come through and told me that like some bots have to do that. I don't know where he come from. I just seen him in here a minute ago commenting, but I was like, hell, I don't really know. But they were actually telling me that some type of guideline is they have to say they're a bot, and they asked me if they could use like a highlight of this live, and I was like, well, yeah, tag me in it. I don't want you putting out some weird, clip, but I don't know. That's different. I think it's kind of cool in a way. You know, who knows what that'll do? Just push that out there into the algorithm in a way. I don't know, but tell me. I was just like, okay, whatever. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, everyone's definitely different. That's for sure. Yeah, nah, I don't know. I was just thinking about something, but that's kind of a cool thing and a weird thing if you think about it. But like I always say, I do appreciate everyone that does come through and support, because you'll eventually be supporting other people. That's the main thing. It's definitely a big part of it. Trying to grow, and support people in this community and kind of all around. But yeah, if someone's in here that hasn't subscribed, it's for sure. I try to do that on a daily basis. And if you stick around, you'll definitely see that. Yeah, you definitely see that's true. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the way things have gone this first month. Um, with like the channel just getting going here, and I do appreciate everyone. I wish I could see, you know, I wish everyone was like a public subscriber, but I get it. Not everyone is. I am. I'm a public subscriber. I think, you know, a few of you probably know that. So if I subscribe to your channel or whatever, you'll know that I do. But I keep forgetting to check some people's like channels out and try to add some of these guys, especially this dude that come in here earlier, Jesse. Yeah, when I just started this earlier, there's a lot of people in here that I just know, or there's a couple people that's come through that I've talked to for years, and there's one person that I've talked to her for like the last year. She's actually on right now. I don't know if you are. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it for sure. I'm gonna keep it up. Say, Donna, I think I got lost on what you're saying. But I think like if you're positive, you'll attract positive, people. Yeah, I mean he's cool. I'm just kind of like hang out sometimes through the week. Not at this time of day, but a little bit earlier in the day I'll be at work, but I go live there too. So say what's up whenever. So we got the 40-year-old crew going. I just turned 40, so I didn't I didn't really feel it until the other day. See, Donna's the young lady of the group. But I like that. It's cool. Okay, the 18th. Hell yeah. My mom's birthday's the 17th, so that'll be easy to remember. Coming up, the grandma here. Well, I remember earlier you said you've moved somewhere and then worked there for 20 some years, so you might be a little bit older than me, but we don't care. Yeah, so so it's all good. Yeah, all my grandparents are passed away, so we'll take a grandma. Yeah, man. Probably a mix. A mix. Play by ear, and like at first I'll be solo venturing out. So yeah, it's gonna be both. I'm really wondering about the 21st. That's coming up. So Donnie, you're about to have a birthday coming up? But yeah, man, it's gonna be pretty cool. The I'm gonna get my phone figured out so I can have my own Wi-Fi. But that's what sucks about going across the border. At least with the service I use, it gets kind of shaky, and so I'm just gonna have to buy a SIM, get a different SIM card, or use someone else's hotspot. You know, but I'll figure it out. I halfway think I might have to make a video. Um, if the internet's crappy or I get, I'll probably use someone's phone. I don't know. I'm thinking about it more though because it's coming up, and I'm just excited for that. I think people like everyone in here. It'll be cool to see. Maybe that's what'll actually give a little boost to this channel. You know, being out of the country, and doing a little bit more sightseeing. And in the city. So like the city that we'll be in is in Juarez, Mexico, and it might be a rough place. It gets a bad rap, but I've never really felt too in danger down there. But and you do see people every now and then that are streaming through there. So you in a way you probably have to watch it. But people watch, they watch you. So like I think they can fill you out, and I don't think I'll have a problem as long as I'm not focusing on the wrong stuff. So I'm smart about that. You do know when you're going into like areas, because I know people down there that are like more controlled, by like cartel controlled areas, and they really just watch you, and it's probably like a slip up and they'll do something, but it's just like I don't feel I never get worried or anything down there. People are pretty cool. Um, and I bet in a way they kind of respect when they see like someone like me, because when you're down there, in the streets, it's just gonna be me. You'll see that on camera. uh, Not many white people down there. It's not a tourist area. um, so it's all good in the Mexican hood. That's what my sisters, or my wife's sister's boyfriend would always say. So we'd be walking around down there, and he'd be trying to pump me up or something. Like, it's all good. It's all good in the Mexican hood. Let's go. But I always liked hanging with him because he speaks English. So, and that's really something you'll probably see, is I have to speak a lot more Spanish when I'm down there. Obviously. So there'll probably be times when I'm down there where I'm not even speaking that much English. So it's like a mix. But I mean, it's cool. I have to speak more Spanish with everyone, down there, just to communicate. And I always like to surprise people on the street. They're always surprised when they can tell you understand them and can talk to them. So I think it's a respect thing. if you try to speak speak Spanish to them, they might look at you weird, but then they're like, man, obviously knows something going on around here because he can speak Spanish pretty good. So I appreciate you asking that, man, because I'm looking forward to that. I'm halfway looking forward to it just because I'm gonna have time off work. Yeah, yeah. See, I mean, I get that about you. Yeah, for sure. Yep. I don't really get into a lot of people's live streams. Really, the only ones I get into is people that I've talked to over the last maybe year or two, and maybe talk to them from someone else. So I don't really sit around. I'm not going to say this in a bad way, but I'm not even sure how you see this channel. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a live option or whatever that you can look into. But yeah, the only people that I've watched their live streams is I've just known of them or know of someone in their family from a bigger, like a bigger someone that has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, like I was saying earlier, type of person. So, not saying that in any way, like mentioned, I don't know everything. So, I mean, I don't know if this pops up on like some live feed. I'm sure it does. I mean, it's kind of weird to think of that. Like, I don't check YouTube out a lot. I kind of stopped checking it out. Um, like I mentioned, there's just a few people. I was reading your message. Some girl did that the other day. You're talking like, oh, and then you start reading the message out loud. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely how I am. I don't check on the you know, little kids channels. My limit, and it's only like I said, just because I know of these people, it's like mid 20s. I'm not gonna go below that. Mid 20s is good. And then there's some dude that he goes live, and he was live like all day the other day because of some other events going on the around the world, and he's in his like early 50s, so you know just in that age range. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I bet if you just look at more live, they probably start popping up. I mean, I don't know how it all works. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I like fitness. Cooking, you just reminded me I left my I left my food out. But yeah, I used to be. Yeah, that's how I am. I don't I'm not really judgy. So, but I just kind of respect people. And I think that's something that comes with age, because when you're younger, you know, you see it. Obviously, I was hoping I was hoping it would happen, Steve. You see it coming through, and I'm sitting here with my fingers crossed, like, come on, come on. One more troll. I know they're out there somewhere. We haven't kicked all of them out. But yeah, it's really nothingness, pointless, incoherent drivel. That's what they say. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I like people that are all about talking about their lives or talking about, other people's lives. Um, like I mentioned to this guy earlier, I've not really wrote, but I've just kind of like uh, had a few songs here lately that I just kind of like recorded, like out of my head, and I was going to um, bounce them off someone because I was just checking out like people that perform, like live, and just typed in like live acoustic, and so I do search, but I mean I'm not like in a live feed, just on your search, and I seen this person that like had a page where you could book times, they go over songs with you or whatever. But I set in on one of their live feeds, like you mentioned, just kind of set in there for a minute, and I realized they just had a lot of dumbass comments, and I tried to make it like a joke. I just like typed, hey, I'm here to hate on you, but it was like a joke, I had smiley faces, like people don't do that here. They just come through hating on you, and had some emojis and stuff at the end, and they just blocked me. So it's like, I get it. Probably just save me money. I think I said that earlier, so I try not to repeat myself, um, but it happens. But yeah, once again, I thank everyone, and yeah, it's the way of the world. But it's been cool, to see you guys definitely hanging, and in that, like you mentioned, that's what I do. You can start to get to know other people, so that's pretty cool. And but I use this mic and it's hooked up here, so like my phone's probably about to go dead. I was reading it, Donna. See, I'm trying not to do that. I notice other people do that. Like you're talking, you're getting ready to read a message, and it kind of comes out, Donna. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to look his channel up if you know the channel, because I was wanting to see if I can bounce these ideas off someone, and it turned out it wasn't that person at all. They I mean, they had something weird going on even in their live stream. I think my little live chat section was more normal than this person's. And she thought she was fancy. Had like millions of views and tens of thousands of subscribers, and a lot of weirdos in her chat room. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll remember that. Well, I might not remember it. I hate saying that. I always say that and I forget. Say it's not easy being human. Like, yeah, I remember that. What was that? Just see what happens there. He said he does live. Yeah, it's cool. Just check it out, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if if it comes through, but I really am, very appreciative, of, yeah, I'll probably check that out for sure. But I definitely am, appreciative of everyone, that comes through. your brother that he said, yeah, you should get him to come through here one day with you. But hey, thanks, man. And like I said, your boy, some must have missed there and knocked you out for me. You could probably tell that wasn't me. But it's all good. What's up? And I didn't really have time to tell whoever that was earlier. I only added a few moderators that I know because I thought maybe they'd help weed out the real obvious crazy people. But it's all good. Sorry about that. I think I seen you maybe get like timed out or whatever. I was like, damn, don't have to do that to everyone. I let people hang, until they hang themselves, and you've never really said anything, out of like the blue to make me feel like you're being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, man? Well, I guess I shouldn't assume, but doing good. And actually, unfortunately, my phone's getting ready to die, and I'll have to unhook my mic. So I like to have my mic on. So I'm probably gonna cut this out here in a minute. But I tell everyone that comes through, if you do want to subscribe, it's for a better cause. So I know people sometimes say that and they just say it. But if you do subscribe and hang, you'll see it is for, eventually helping people out. Yeah, I'm getting, like you said, Susie, I'm getting to where like I like to do this just to see, people like you, and I say that, and I hope people do understand that I mean it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I appreciate you, Donna. I haven't really checked out anything over here. I don't know if I have my email address on there on my channel, but and yeah, I believe in all kinds of women's rights. You know what I'm saying? Like I was believing in a woman. If we got to go there, type of. I was really believing in a woman there last year, but shit. Say it's all good either way. But yeah, for sure. Hey, peace out, Donna. And I probably am getting ready to cut this off here in a minute myself, just so I don't know if this audio is good, but I'm sure it's better than just a regular phone. So, but yeah, I believe in all types of women's rights, and I believe they should be taken a little more seriously. Who knows what type of situation we could be in if we would have really believed. Maybe next time, but well, if there is a next time, I just won't go into that. Kind of keep that inside thought. But yeah, hey, peace out. And I appreciate it, everyone, like I keep saying, because I'm that type of person. And, we'll definitely see everyone. And like I said, if you do hang and subscribe, it's kind of just the beginning. So, again, thanks. And, we'll see you tomorrow or the next day or whenever in the future. All right.